Jamie, in the book of Ruth, once again, God just surprises us in bringing Messiah through a Moabite woman. Teach us, Jamie, how we might stay plugged into God so that He might use us to glorify our lives in such a way. What do we do during the week to make that happen?
Yeah, that's a good question. How do you stay connected with God in such a way that we don't miss His redemption? It's what one of my mentors years ago used to call God sightings. How do you make sure that you were open and seeing the God sightings in our life? And one of the simple things that I do, that I've done for years now, is that I try to discipline myself that when I wake up in the morning, that I try to make sure that one of my very first thoughts, and it really is just a discipline, is of the Lord. Most of us just wake up and we're thinking about the dream that we had or immediately what we have to do to get ready for the day. And before you know it, we're off and running into whatever project or thing that we have before us. But imagine what would happen if, say, you got up tomorrow morning at 6:30 or whenever you get up and you just lay there in bed for a few minutes and try to discipline your life. It takes some time to do this, to say, okay, before I do anything, I'm going to start my day by acknowledging God's sovereignty, His ownership, His goodness, His grace over my life. I tell you, I don't do that every morning, and I'm almost ashamed sometimes when I don't, but I probably gather that 15 out of 16 mornings, my very, very first thought from doing this for years on end is of God. And I talk to Him, and I start my day, maybe not with a formal quiet time, but by recognizing His leadership in my life. And you'd be amazed at what that does, at what it does to be able to start your day with God, to start your day by acknowledging and honoring Him and who He is in your life. That sets a tone that throughout the rest of the day, I wonder if our minds and our hearts are not more akin and attuned to His movement in our lives. Because then you'll find yourself throughout the day just being drawn back to how you started your day, and that would be focusing upon Him. So simple as it is, that's how I would answer, at least in part, the question of how we can stay attuned to the Lord and really apply the things that we talked about here today. Start your day with Him and see where that might get you.
Jamie, thank you.